What's up everybody, welcome back to Linux Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to a new pre-sale update. Alright, so what we'll do in this video, as I've been doing for the last 3 weeks now, or at least not the first part, because the first part we'll talk about Slothana, which launched a couple of days back and since then has been an absolutely horrendous launch. We're down quite a lot of money right now. I think we're down 30 or 40% from the launch price. And in general, just a ton of drama. I mean, personally, I've never seen a pre-sale distribute their tokens like this. And then apart from that, and I try to help quite a lot of people with that. But they also, May the 2nd, they said the pre-sale is over. It was not over, all right? A lot of people did not receive their tokens, so we also tried to get some attention, as you can see right here. It tweeted quite well, 5,000 views, 14 retweets, 52 likes. But we tried to get their attention. And maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, I don't know, because right now everybody does have their tokens, but maybe they just found it out themselves. But alright, the current situation for Slothana is still bad, alright, so I wanted to look at the technicals real quick. There's not much we could say about the technicals. Right now it seems that we are kind of, like, we're holding the line right here at 0.72 and 0.74 cents right here. But it's not really bringing us anywhere either, all right? So you can see this is holding, but right now it seems more that we are kind of stuck in a consolidation between 0.95 cents and 0.72 cents. So do I think we can actually rally back up to 0.95 cents? Yes, but that's still under the listing price. We want to see a rally up to these tops again. And I'm going to be honest with you. At this moment, I am looking to just retrieve my investment, all right? I invested quite a lot in this, and I just want it back. I don't care that much about profits anymore. When we get back to that entry, I will probably cash out most. And I know some of you might hate me for that, but that's just my strategy, all right? You do you, but that's what I'm doing. So, does Slothana actually have potential? I think it does have potential, but there's two things that can happen. The first thing is that right now volume is dropping down lower. So what they could do is they still have a lot of liquid cash. They could introduce, and then when I would expect it is probably next week somewhere when the volume is even lower, they could introduce some sort of a buyback program. Once they do that, price can rally a lot. Like price can rally 100% in a day. So that's, I think, the ideal scenario. And then apart from that, what could also happen is that we do get some sort of a breakout above 0.95 cents in combination with some centralized exchange listings, and then we could also rally, all right? Because I do think we're going to get some exchange listings. Would be very weird if we don't. The lower the volume gets, the lower the chances that we will get those listings. But those are really the only two ways I think we can still rally. Right, so I'll try to keep you updated on that, but if none of that happens next week, I think next week really is the last week we can rally, otherwise I'll write it off as a loss. Alright, so then to talk about some other pre-sales I have invested in. I've invested in all of these. First of all, I do want to say, at this moment, pre-sales in general are more risky, alright, and I've seen quite a lot of people who put a lot of money in Slothana. That's not the idea, alright. Personally, I put like less than 5% of my capital into pre-sales. What you should do is you should be 80-90% in just good coins, all right? Think about AI coins, think about RWA coins, think about Bitcoin, think about Ethereum, and then leave a small part of your capital for pre-sales, all right? Because pre-sales, especially in these market circumstances, are just risky, so know that. But alright, so there are 4 pre-sales I'm in right now. Dogeverse, I still think has the most potential, even though there is quite a lot of scam noise around this. But they raised a lot of money, alright? And it reminds me of Dogecoin 20, which a lot of people lost money on Dogecoin 20. But if you use my strategy by not staking and being able to sell early, we actually made quite a lot of money on that. So if it if it does the same as that, I'll be happy. Let me cough real quick. Alright, so if it does the same as that, I'll be happy. And then apart from that, I also bought some of Mega Dice Casino, and now in general, don't use their casino. But this reminded me of TG Casino, which did very, very well last year. I think that did a 10x actually. So I'm not telling you that this will do the same, but the idea of some sort of a casino behind a pre-sale is interesting because they do make some revenue, which they can use to pump up the price or to do buybacks. And then apart from that, also these two, Wiener AI and 99 Bitcoins, which I kind of bought for the same reasons. And by the way, I'll leave links to these down in the description for all of them. But no, kind of for the same reasons. Both of them are quite early. They're still in the early stages, which is always great because you can buy at a lower price. And they're also, they're relatively hyped up, but they do seem to be smaller pre-sales, which smaller pre-sales in the past have had some success. Most of the pre-sales right now are huge. And when we look at Dogecoin 20 and Slothana, you could have made some money with both, but it was very dependent on if you staked, when you bought, if you were behind your computer, etc. So smaller pre-sales are not necessarily bad. They're both very early and they're both building something, all right? So Wiener AI is building some sort of an AI assistant which are trading. Maybe some sort of a Telegram bot could be interesting as well, because if they make revenue with that, they can also use that for buybacks. And 99 Bitcoins, it's a bit of a, like the project looks scammy, but they're building some sort of a learn to earn platform, which I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. There does seem to be a real company behind this. If you look them up, you can also find the CEO, even though he's not listed on the website. He has done multiple projects. I have not done full research on all of those projects, but there's at least a little bit more KYC behind it than most pre-sales. But that's the update for this week. All right, so if you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.